it's Laynie and welcome to the channel. How are you guys doing today? I hope you're having a fantastic weekend so far. Today's video is going to be a good one because the Sephora VIB sale is going on. If you are VIB Rouge, you can shop right now. If you are VIB or Insider, the dates are coming. Your discount amount is based off of your Sephora status. I actually, for the last few years, had not reached VIB Rouge, but last summer I did some makeup shopping and I did some fragrance shopping on vacation, and before you know it, I hit Rouge. So this year I will be taking advantage of that and getting the 20% off. Today we are going to talk about fragrances that I would recommend to you if you're looking to shop with that discount at Sephora. I feel like I have a good combination of fragrances here. I also tried to think of things that were more spring, summer, so it made sense with the time of year you're going to be buying it. So anyways, if you want to hear about it, I have quite the list here to share with you. So if you want to hear what I recommend for the Sephora sale, then make sure you stick around, click that subscribe button, join the fam. You will not regret it. We have a fantastic community here. So click it and let's just get started. So the first one is Glossier You. This honestly isn't all around all season fragrance, but I feel more drawn to it in warmer, sunnier months. Doesn't have to be super hot, but I do love it with a good sunny day. Sure, you've heard all about it because it is very loved. It is very talked about. I do find it interesting that Sephora calls this a warm spicy, because to me this is like it kind of feels cooling in a way to me because it is on the refreshing side. This to me is a total I've got money freshie. This is so rich and luxe. It makes me feel so good, so clean, so ready to take on the day. I personally envision a woman who is very well dressed. She's wearing like a white blouse with the coolest pair of jean trousers you've ever seen, cute little flat slip-ons, and a fantastic little bag. It says you'll smell soft, warm, and familiar, and I do understand what they're saying with that soft and that familiar. There is something comforting to Glossier You, but again, it is so classy in my opinion. This is like going out, this is office, this is all occasion, all season. It really works and it doesn't break the bank. Even without the discount, this sits at $78, which in the fragrance world anymore is not crazy. This is Glossier You and I would definitely recommend it. You will get compliments wearing this one. Something that I have truly become a very big fan of is 7 Virtues Vanilla Woods. I do love a good clean scent that smells good and also lasts. I find this one lasts really well, and there's something so beautiful about this. There is pear, vanilla, and rose. I don't get a lot of the rose. Like, I can tell there's florals in here, but they're kind of nondescript. They're kind of hanging out in the background. I don't wear this and smell this and think floral scent. Very, very yummy vanilla pear. It's like a rich baked pear in a vanilla glaze, but it's so juicy. It's like the best ripe pear you've ever had. You bite into the pear, juice is dripping down your chin. It's just the best pear ever. This is gourmand leaning to me, but it's also very wearable for people who don't want to smell like straight up like pear pie, something totally foodie. This is still very fragrant. I think it's gorgeous. This has honestly become a favorite in my collection. I do love their whole style, the bottle. I will say this actually does, when wearing it, remind me a lot of Kayali Vanilla 28. I thought people were nuts when I saw them compared online. I was like, no, I've smelled both. No, you're wrong. Then when I got it in my collection, I really started wearing both. They are quite similar, so I don't think you need both. When I'm wearing them, I do find myself really enjoying the Vanilla Woods. Now, I still love Vanilla 28, but between the two, this is a winner for me. If you are into yummy gourmands that are still wearable and you love a delicious pear note that also is a pretty decent price, Vanilla Woods all the way sits at $94 for a bottle. A recommendation that I will definitely say, sniff before you buy. This is not something that's going to be for everybody, but there is something about it I really do enjoy, and it's a little bit different. This is Kayali Yum Pistachio Gelato. I have also smelled the newer pink one, but I'm recommending the Gelato because this is a bit unique. I really don't have anything else like this in my collection. Pistachio Gelato, hazelnut, a sweet rum note, whipped cream, marshmallow, cotton candy, all the delicious fluffy stuff. But something that I feel like is not talked about enough in those notes is there's really a spiciness in there, but there really is something soft spicy in there that I really like. I'm guessing it's the rum doing that. It's not super boozy in your face rum, but this is not ultra spicy or in your face spicy. It just hangs out in the mixture beautifully. The reason why I say this one is not going to be for everybody, because there is a very fresh kind of soapiness in there, and I'm not sure what fully brings that out of the fragrance, because today, cloudy, gloomy, rainy, I'm not getting the fresh soapiness, but some days I will get a very fresh soapy note in there. And for that, it's not for everybody. Some people said it really reminds them of bathroom hand soap and it really bothered them. I do get what they're saying. It doesn't bother me, but I can see for some it's going to be a major no. So this is definitely a sniff first. The largest size is $138 pre-discount. So she's bougie, she's expensive. So smell her before you grab her. This is Nest Golden Nectar. This is something that sat in my collection for quite a while that I wasn't reaching for, and then when I finally started to, I fell in love with it. In here we have golden orchid, amber, and musk, and yes to all of that. I really get it. It's a floral gourmand. There's a little creamy vanilla in there, and it says velvety musk, and I absolutely get that. This is a very velvety, lush type of fragrance, but there's also like a juiciness in there, and I feel like it's from the florals. You'd almost think there's like a fruit note in that opening because it is a little juicy, but it's also alluring. It's also a little playful. It's also a little mysterious. You're not going to smell like everybody, but you're going to be very approachable at the same time. This is not a hard one to like. This is something you will get compliments on. People will just be drawn to you. Out of all my bottles in my collection, I will say this bottle is exactly the fragrance. The kind of golden florals, the classiness of the black background, the black cap, and the gold accents, that is truly this fragrance. The bottle matches the fragrance just perfectly. This really gives me a makeup-y vibe that I really, really enjoy. If you are drawn to like lipstick fever or a throwback lipstick on, anything in that realm, I think you will really enjoy this. This is beautiful. I find myself loving it every time I wear it. I love the way it plays off of my clothes. I love the scent it leaves in the air. I love that I can wear this to work and I still feel like it suits me. I'm not out of place, but I also love that I could pop this on for a date night and feel very sexy and alluring. Golden Nectar sits at $92, and I don't get why people don't talk about her more often, because I truly find this to be a stunning fragrance. When impulse buys go right, it makes me so happy. This was definitely an impulse buy at Sephora. Last summer, I was shopping at a Sephora in Florida, and this was marked off 50%. I don't know why. Maybe it wasn't selling enough, so they were trying to get the shelf to make more room for something else. I don't know, but because it was so discounted, I was like, yes, I do need to add that to my Skylar collection. This is Skylar Sunkissed Dahlia, and I love this one. This one, you guys, is one of those fragrances that is a mood booster to me. I cannot smell this and be in a bad mood. It's so uplifting and sunny and bright. This is summer in a bottle without being sunscreeny or in your face summer. It is just sunshine, fun days, carefree. I love it. This is Dahlia, apple, amber. It has a very interesting note of, I believe it's called mammy, which is a fruit I've never had. This is ultra juicy. I used to have Kayali Eden Juicy Apple, which is a beautiful, bright, juicy apple. I just never reached for it. I don't know, it didn't scratch the itch for me, but the apple in this is utterly delicious. Like the best, bright, yummiest apple you've ever had. It's a crisp apple. It's slightly tart, but oh so sweet. It's so good, you guys. This is the perfect amount of sweetness because it has a custard note in there that just mixes with the apple beautifully. It amps up the sweetness, but it also makes it so creamy and smooth, and I love a smooth fragrance. I love that Skylar makes clean fragrances. I love the whole aesthetic of the brand. I absolutely love this, and as you can see, like this has a dent in it. This sits at $90. There are others from the Skylar line that I have in my collection that I could mention, but I wanted to pick out one that I think is not always talked about, so you're not going to smell like everybody. If that's what you're looking for, Skylar Sunkissed Dahlia, check it out. This fragrance is very talked about. A lot of people really love it. I can't say I blame them. Was I drawn to this for the bottle? Yes, I was. This is Ellis Brooklyn Miami Nectar. It is so eye-catching and fun and summery. But also I was in Miami and this is where I purchased Miami Nectar, and it just holds such a special place in my heart because I got to buy this in actual Miami when I was traveling last year. This one is so good. It is a bit unique and I love that about it. Pink pineapple, coconut water, and sweet amber. I've heard some people describe Miami Nectar as a sunscreeny fragrance, but honestly, I don't think it is. It is very perfumey to me. I've had others in my collection where it's just like legitimately you smell like sunscreen, which is fun, and there's a time and a place, but this is very, very perfumey. I love the pineapple in there. It keeps it a little bright, a little juicy, even a little tangy, but the vanilla and the amber in here I think is a showstopper. It does something magical in here with the pineapple note, as well as there's this woodiness in the deep dry down that makes this very elevated, a little sophisticated. You do have to wear this for a bit for that unisex vibe to start to peek out. Those sweet notes tame a little bit. A woodiness comes out in the base. She is summertime in a bottle. She's just not cliche sunscreen in a bottle to me. But she's also very sophisticated. This is summertime at a very high-end resort. You are poolside with a very yummy fruity pineapple beverage in hand. That is Miami Nectar and it sits at $115 pre-discount. One that was very talked about that I am still obsessed with to this day. Yes, the absolute ugliest packaging in my entire collection. This is Ariana Grande Mod Vanilla. Look here, no, look up here, say hi. This fragrance fully has my heart. There's a good dent in there. Every time I wear this, I enjoy it. There is never a bad time, a bad occasion, a bad outfit, a bad day to wear Mod Vanilla. This is a creamy musk with white praline and vanilla absolute. I'm sure there's lots of other notes in there. Maybe pear or orris, those kind of read similar to me. It reads very fluffy and soft, pretty and feminine in your scent bubble. It's yummy, but it's still fresh enough that it's never headache inducing. It's not ultra candy sweet. It just is perfect. This sits at $70 full price, which again is not bad at all. But because the bottle is so stinking ugly, I definitely recommend if you're picking it up, get a discount because some points need taken off for this bottle. I get it's trying to be innovative and different, but ooh girl, she ugly. Another one that I will say, get your nose on before you buy her. This is Phlur, Not Your Baby, and I don't think this fragrance is going to be for everyone. This is very different from anything in my collection. There's truly nothing else that I have that smells anywhere similar to this. It's unique. This is cardamom, mimosa, vanilla milk. It is floral, it is powdery, it is a little baby powdery, which I normally do not love, but for some reason I really like her. It is very floral. It is also another one that I feel like is a bit of a mood booster. It's just like a happy and inviting, likable girl next door fragrance, truly girl next door. This one never becomes heavy. If you are someone who does not enjoy strong fragrance, this is the kind of fragrance you'll like. My best friend does not like in-your-face fragrances. She does not like really sweet fragrances, and she's obsessed with this one. I had her test it out, and she bought a bottle right then and there. I really have nothing else like this in my collection. I don't even know if I've smelled anything else like this because this is not my typical floral. Whether it's my low-end florals or high-end florals that I have smelled at like Nordstrom and Saks Fifth Avenue, there's really nothing else like this. This is one, again, I mean it, get your nose on it first. But if you are a not perfume type person and you want something that you could definitely wear to the office, this Not Your Baby is probably the one. And I have a dent going in there, so I really do like this one. Now I want to talk body sprays because I think that body sprays are excellent for people who want to get a little variety of fragrance going on, as well as they don't break the bank. And truly, the downside to body sprays are, yes, they don't last as long. They're not meant to, but if you're like me, you don't mind throwing this in your bag to reapply later. Like, that's not a big deal. Honestly, you really can't go wrong with anything Sol de Janeiro. I don't think they make a bad fragrance. And if you really want to up your fragrance game, you get the matching body lotions. But here's the big but. If you're on a budget, I recommend the body sprays and pairing them with whatever lotion you have, because I do think the Sol de Janeiro lotions, they're overpriced. Like, I love them. They smell amazing and they do feel really nice on application, but they're up there in price. They're a little steep. So if you're like trying to save some money, get the body spray, pair it with whatever lotion you have. If you're looking to splurge, grab the body lotion, match them on up, you will smell so good. 62 is just a great one to have in any collection if you like sweet fragrances. It is definitely a sweet gourmand. Salted caramel, pistachio, and vanilla. It's that perfect kind of nutty pistachio where someone who doesn't know fragrance and fragrance notes is not going to smell you and be like, you smell like pistachio, but they're going to be like, wow, you smell so good. You're edible, you're delicious. This really is the perfect summer fragrance. It's a little beachy and a whole lot of sexy. For the big bottle, you're sitting at $38, which is not bad, because I will say I do think Sol de Janeiro lasts pretty well. One that I don't think gets enough love from Sol de Janeiro is their number 40. I think this is stunning, gorgeous, so good. This is a very juicy plum and amber fragrance. It is ultra perfumey. It honestly smells like a very luxe high-end perfume to me. If you have enjoyed the scent of Narciso Rodriguez Musk Noir for her, I think this sits in a very similar fragrance family. They're not twins, but I get a similar vibe from them. Musk Noir for her is a little more floral, where this is a bit more juicy, ambery, but they remind me of each other. Like, try out 40. I think you will really enjoy her. Again, $38 for the big bottle. You're not going to break the bank, and then you get the discount on top of it. I think Sol de Janeiros are a fun one because you can mix, you can match, you can play. The one big bottle I have from Sol de Janeiro is this one, $59. Oh my gosh. Orchid, violet, and sandalwood. It sounds so simple because it is, but this is just heavenly. Oh my god. This fragrance. If you love an ultra, I mean ultra, all caps, creamy fragrance, that is $59. This to me is the creamiest vanilla I have ever smelled in my life. And I mean that, like the creamiest, most perfect meringue frosting you've ever seen in your life. That sandalwood does something that makes this very like cocooning and comforting, but it's also ultra sexy in a very understated way. This is so good in my opinion. I'm obsessed with this. You have to get your nose on 59. If you haven't smelled, you have to. This one is just the bomb. This is the big bottle, so $38. But if you look at size-wise, depending on where you're at with your budget and your collection, sometimes it is worth to go up to the big size. And then one that is pretty new to my collection, so there's not much of a dent in there, but I did want to mention it. This is Phlur Vanilla Skin. This is a very creamy, woody vanilla. It is so yummy. It is hard not to like this. I will say you maybe don't need both of these in your collection. They are similar. There's definitely a similar vibe going on. This one to me, there's just something magical about it, but this one is so good too. Like, I don't regret having both, but you maybe don't need both. They're gonna give very similar vibes, very similar scent clouds. The reason I'm bringing this one up is because I know Phlur launched a perfume version. And it is good, but honestly, I feel like this is so good you really don't need to go up in price tag to get the perfume. I think this does the job. This one sits at $38 for a very large size body spray that's gonna last me a heck of a while. So I think the body spray is definitely worth it. This is Phlur Vanilla Skin. And yes, those are my recommendations. Leave it down below. What are you guys picking up? What's on your wish list? What are you wanting to get a discount on? Are you doing more fragrance? Are you doing more beauty? I've been really trying to stick to a pretty strict budget, so I've decided to do no beauty this go around and just stick to maybe 2 fragrances, 1 for sure, 2 maybe. So anyways, yes, leave all that down below. I love hearing from you guys. And as always, please try to stay positive, because at the end of the day, that is truly all we can try to do. Bye-bye.